Tools like Cursor or Copilot, by default, without any guardrails, will they pay attention to things like product security best practices or anything like that, or will they try to just make the app work by any means possible?
Right. So we have to understand that these are tools by default and they are driven by humans, right? Right now, their default behavior is they will not pay a lot of attention to things like quality, proper engineering practices, security, whatever. Right? Having said that, one can always drive them with the right prompts to do a better job at taking advantage of this, using this type of input if you want. So you can drive the tool to be more secure, but you have to know what to tell the tool. Now, I will tell you what I'm expecting here to happen in the next in the upcoming months. I think that increasingly people are realizing that these tools are very central to engineering practices, and increasingly a lot of the functionality or a lot of the input that is needed in order to create secure code or good code will be integrated into the tools. What is the catch though? The catch is that we really don't know all the security vulnerabilities out there or all the issues that are coming up every day, right? These tools have been trained, for example, with code that is at least a year old. So a lot of things have happened in the last year. A lot of new security issues have been discovered. A lot of new vulnerabilities have been discovered. So in order for these tools to make the right decisions, they need to be driven by a signal, right? A real-time signal, if you want, of what is the latest and greatest information about vulnerability and security issues, right? So that's why it's the combination of LLMs, it's combination of AI tools with real-time signal that will lead us to a more secure by default code development.
To kind of tag on to that, these models are only as good as humans, right? They were trained on human generated data. So the same issues that exist in like human written code exist here. You're just going to be just as aware. You have to have the same practices here. They aren't sentient. They don't know about, the security practices or anything like that. They're only as good as what you ask them to do.
Yeah.
So you have to prompt them or you have to have tools that kind of do the security. They're not going to do this out of the box. They're going to generate code what they think is best.
They're not sentient yet.
Yeah.